Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. Welcome to your reading for the month of August. We're going to do two things today. We're going to take a look at the month of August. We're also going to look at that full moon that is kicking off the month on August 1st and pull a couple cards special for that. But I wanted to kind of get a flavor of what is up this month because we have a lot of energy shifting and changing at this point. And what's interesting is the overall energy card that you got prior to this was the card of Stand Still. It is sky above, and earth below. And so there is a lot of planetary action and changing. We actually have two full moons this month, so we get a blue moon, and there is a new moon, of course. And Venus is stationing retrograde, and Mars is changing signs at the end of the month, but currently it spends most of the month in Virgo. But it is we also have a Mercury retrograde that is happening this month, and so it's moving into shadow. You have overall energy here of the Six of Cups. So let's see what all is going on here. I'm using the Viceversa, and so there's a lot of energy that comes off of these cards. I'll just tell you that much. The readings get pretty deep. Okay, so this one right here, this overall energy, there is an opportunity, I think, for you to catch up with friends this month, to have a nice emotional reunion of some sort, to connect in. Maybe you're going home, maybe you're traveling to see friends or something like that. That's an overall energy, but with that energy, I think that you notice the other energies that are coming in that are causing all these shifts and these changes. And I think, we already have 4 planets in retrograde, and we've got a couple more turning retrograde this month with Venus and Uranus and Mercury all turning retrograde. So we end up with a lot of retrograde energy here. And so I feel like this going back, this bringing up of old attitudes and energies, and it's not necessarily a bad thing, right? Sometimes it's really nice to go home and connect with people. And so here we have, though, the key to the situation is you have this beautiful Ace of Wands. And this Ace of Wands is got that red hawk in it, right? And so this ace has growth. Okay, the other ace is being struck by lightning and it fires it up. This is the energy of, it's the sunrise. It's coming up over the horizon, and so it is a spark of an idea. It is an inspiration that is coming to you. And so this whole idea of standing still and waiting for that spark of intuition to come through, that ignition from spirit, the divinely guided information that you need. So in the area of where you are seeking information, here you are in a balancing act. We've got this Two of Pentacles. He is really fixed on what he's doing. He's really paying attention. We have the water behind him and the ship coming in. Yeah, no, yes, that ship is coming in. So it's almost like you're on the dock waiting for your ship to come in. And in the meantime, keeping things in balance. Work and play. Because he seems happy. He is smiling so much in this. He seems very happy about what it is he is doing here. And this is a very balanced energy. In the area of what's draining your energy, we have the Judgment card. And this is the Judgment in reverse, but it's beautiful. They are completely naked to the energy of the sun, of the revelation, of this energy. And so it's almost as though what's draining your energy feels like the naked truth. Let me just pull a couple more cards here. This ground is cracked and barren. It's almost dried out. It's almost like it's so much, it feels like, okay, it looks like a cracked riverbed. I don't know if you can really see. It's like they're standing in this cracked riverbed, and it's in the area of the heart space here, and it's almost as though your emotions have been kind of dried up, but here's an opportunity, right? Because you're completely immersing them to replenish your energy. And so I think taking some time to do this. Look, you have the winds of change that came out here. Oh, you cannot read that. There we go. The winds of change. This is the winds of change. Your surroundings will undergo a transition. And here we have this card that says, but stand still. And so while things are shifting and changing, there is a need to stay calm and centered and prepared, right? So here we have this this page of swords here, and he is holding his sword of truth, and he is fearlessly walking into the fray. Right? It's like he knows spirit has his back and he's willing to go forward. There's a lot of cards here that have their backs turned toward us. We've got this Knight of Cups here in the area of the challenge, where it's like waiting for that intuition, that understanding to fill up this cup. And here, the action to take. We have the card of standing still also. This is the Page of Cups, and he's in on this side. He's saying, I'm going to pull my energy in. I have been in this situation before, or a similar situation, and I see when this is happening that the best thing for me to do is to pull my energy in and protect myself. And so there's a protective energy that you're providing for yourself. Look, your guard is up here, but spirit is behind you and has your back, right? And so there's this energy around things are shifting and changing. You can see the judgment and the change, but there is a need to just trust. Trust that what you need, here we have spirit, is going to bring you the inspiration and the information you need when you need it. And in the area of resources, we have the Two of Swords, and she is sitting there allowing herself to stay still. So these are two cards of balance, right? We've got the twos up here in your thoughts. And so it's definitely about staying in balance, seeking the joy and the happiness, work and play, finding that space where you are holding your energy this month, like in a standstill. And so we had really sweet energy during Cancer sun sign season, actually from the solstice until, just about everything starts shifting and changing. As that sun moved into Leo on the 22nd, you could feel the energy starting to shift and change. And it's almost like it's just necessary, Cancer, for you to protect your energy right now, to stay in your happy space, So action that you're being recommended to take is the Justice card. So again, it's that card of balance. It's the card of balance, but here we've got this lion on the back. She's put the sword of truth down. There's a butterfly there. It looks like the scales of justice are lying there on the ground. You know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go to the book. The Viceversa is so, it's got such powerful messages. I want to see what says. Do not ever think that you can sneak around justice. You may get away with it for a time, but inevitably the truth will out, and it's far better to face it of your own free will than to wait and let justice choose her time to cast the verdict. The situation is fragile and fraught with danger. This card of judgment being in the area of what is draining your energy, and this almost as though truth is being revealed this month. There's something coming in. There's some kind of an energy in this energy that's shifting. It's shifting around you. This being the underlying energy may have been the energy around the refreshing, gentle, soft energy that we had during Cancer season. And now, because this really looks like a creek bed that's drying up also there. And so it feels like the emotional energy is kind of being evaporated out of a situation, because the light, right, the sun The sun is rising and is going to shine the truth on a situation. This Justice card here, this isn't necessarily about you, although you should always be in your integrity. It is something about there is some kind of a truth coming out that is going to be revealed, and there is a need to stand still and protect your own personal energy in the heart space moving forward. We have this Ten of Pentacles. It is your inner wisdom, and it's also acknowledging who's loyal and who has got your back there, right? And there's we've got Venus. We've got Venus, and it looks like Mercury on his shoulder. It's very balanced energy. So this is knowing. This is knowing who's got your back, who's your community, who's your soulmates, who resonates with you. And waiting to see. It almost feels like waiting to see. Who really doesn't? And as this information is coming out, I think it's going to be hard. It's going to be hard to know until the storm is over. So, like when a tornado blows through or a hurricane or something, you hear the wind blowing, you're hunkered down in your safe spot. That's what it feels like. And then afterwards, when you go outside, there's everything's changed, right? Everything looks different, and you get the new lay of the land after the strong winds have blown through. And so I feel like there's a storm coming this month. But it's the winds of change, and Spirit says they're happening for you, not to you. And so don't be worried about it. Don't be upset. Don't fear the change. But wait it out to see how everything falls into place before deciding what your next move is. You're waiting. You are waiting for your spark of inspiration. Look, you have befriend the word polarized. There's a lot of conflict going on. So this is these twos here, the need to be balanced, the yin and the yang. Polarized within yourself and polarized around us. There's a storm brewing. Stay present and stay in the now. You have a clock here, though. You're going to know when it's time to make a change, but pay attention. And you have move beyond intention to belief. Believe in yourself. Trust your intuition. Trust what's going on here. And the only way you can trust this is to wait until the dust settles, to see where everything is. We have this big key here. Move beyond belief, intention to belief. And this is the key to the situation. And notice how red this is, and we have this red hawk coming in. You're going to know. You're going to know. But until you know, don't judge. Judgment sitting here in the area of what's draining your energy. Try not to judge. Try to stay above the fray. Try to let things play out without assigning a value to things such as that polarized, right? Befriend the polarized. That it's not about the good or the bad, the right or the wrong. Things just are. And if you don't assign a value to them, to the things that are happening as they're being good or they're bad or they're evil or they're right or they're wrong, or if you don't assign the polarization to them, but instead stay very balanced in it, if you can do that, then you're going to know. To have the Ten of Pentacles, this is the emotional satisfaction of having it all. There's a lot of wisdom here. There's loyalty. There's knowing where you belong, and it's having everything that you need. And in order to get there, take a deep breath. and then another, and then another, and breathe your way through it, and just stand there and wait to see what happens. All right, let's look at this new moon, this full moon that's happening here. So you have the card of discipline with health, okay? Oh, and forgiveness. So those of you with this full moon that you're trying to make changes around matters of the health, I'm going to lose 10 pounds tomorrow. Well, that doesn't actually happen, right, unless you have surgery. And so that... or maybe the day after your period. But other than that, it doesn't happen, right? So we have here, I will honor the physical vessel that it enshrines my soul, and I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. Right? So this is love for yourself as you make your way through situations. So if you've set a goal for yourself, and here we are, we're at a full moon, it's the end of a cycle, and you're like, shoot, I didn't get there yet, or you're just about to go on this vacation, and you don't look as swimsuit ready as you'd like, or whatever the issue is. Right? And so here's an opportunity with this full moon to practice self-love through forgiveness. So this is forgiveness of yourself, but also I would say that this could be... Oh, I pulled up the wrong one. This is forgiveness. But I could also say that whatever the situation here is, you have an opportunity to also accept that other people are human and that they aren't going to get it right. And some of this discipline could come through that emotional standing still in the middle of the fray. And it's really good for your emotional, mental, and spiritual health to be able to stand there and not get involved, do not get dragged into drama, right? And so there is some real self-discipline here is about I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So whatever this thing is, you're going to have beginnings and pauses and need to reflect and working with the cycles of the moon, right? You're ruled by the moon. And so with this full moon, it's always a time to take a new action, to release and let go, maybe of guilt or anger, resentment, or whatever it is around a situation, and redirect your energy into the next step forward and just focus on that. Be in the now, right? Be in the now. Focus on what you're going to try to accomplish now, right here today, because you have choosing your path. And so, the nice thing about being in the now is in every now moment you get to choose your path, and you get to make a decision. You get to choose in every now moment what you're going to do now, what you're going to do now, what you're going to do now, right? And so sometimes we go, ooh, I didn't like the way that worked, so I'm going to try something different, and allow yourself to adjust and make those changes. So it says all is possible, and infinite abundance is pouring into your life. Ooh. So this full moon, separate from what's going on here, because it's separate and yet not, right? Obviously the winds of change are blowing. You get to choose the new path. You get to stay still until you get the inspiration that allows you to move toward this abundance. Because in the area of resources, there's a need for balance. And also she's listening to her heart. She knows the winds of change are blowing, but she has got her energy pulled within. And she is totally focused on what her wants are, what her needs are, what's going on inside of her. Also, she's blindfolded like justice, right? And so there is a need to... It's interesting because she's holding a sword there and there's one behind. Lots of swords energy. The discipline is of understanding that what you choose to believe becomes your reality. And if you choose to believe that you are in infinite abundance and that all is possible and all is well, then that is what you manifest and create for yourself. There's something going on around you. It feels like a big swirling chaotic wind. And Cancer Spirit is saying, stay in your own centered energy. You focus on choosing your path, the one of abundance, and start striding in that direction. When the inspiration hits, you'll know what it is. But stay out of the rest of this chaos. Feels like chaos. Wow, I hope that was helpful. That was a lot. All right, so sorry guys, it is a lot. All right, so I'm on Facebook every day. I do a lot more with the astrology there. We are going to be working very heavily with Venus this month. She's entering that 8-8 gateway energy, and so we're going to work with the Lion's Gate and Venus. So if you'd like to come over there and join us, I do personal readings. Then information is in the description box below. You guys take really good care of yourselves. Thank you for supporting this channel. Your thumbs up, your comments, sharing in this community means a lot. All right, you guys be careful out there this month. It feels a little unsteady. It really does. All right, I'll talk to you soon.